This mango is about $77 US for one mango. They sell these ones for over about $100 each. I'm gonna go with that one because I'm cheap. In Japan, fruit is more than just something you eat. You may have heard about the bunch of grapes that sold for $11,000 or 2 cantaloupes that sold for $27,000. Well, why would somebody spend such an exorbitant amount of money on just a piece of produce? Japan is a gift-giving culture. Special occasions, meetings, business deals, and visits, they all warrant a token of appreciation. And to show up empty-handed in these situations would be considered bad etiquette. Well, somewhere down the line, fruit became mixed up into this form of gift-giving. Fruit that is cared for especially well and considered top of the line is one of the greatest forms of respect that you can give. As with many things, Japan has taken this to an extreme. Fruit is grown meticulously and individually judged like an edible piece of art. The better the fruit is, the higher the price tag. I naturally was skeptical about this practice, so I decided to try some of the luxury fruit available in Japan. Are these fruits really as tasty as the price tag would suggest? Or are people paying for nothing more than the presentation? In the next few videos, I will try and find out.
Love that not only am I shaking, he's shaking too.
What am I doing? I don't know. I'm a crazy person. Because this is the most expensive fruit that I have ever bought in my entire life, and I've been buying a lot. So this guy is gift wrapped for me, like a little present, and rightfully so, because this is one of the most notoriously expensive fruits in Japan, and it is a la carte. We did not get a prefix for this. No. This is a Miyazaki mango, which cost $80. And I think this is probably going to be the most expensive thing that I buy in Japan. And I just kind of like had to, because this is like notoriously like one of the most expensive fruits in the world, but it's supposed to be one of the best as well. And I love mangoes, so I'm really curious about it. It even has like a serial number on it. This is actually an Irwin mango. That's like the variety of mango it is, which is from South Florida. Somewhere down the line, this became known as the mango of Japan. These are more expensive because they're treated with like a special care. They grow only in the Miyazaki region, at least the top end ones do. And you see like how it's all kind of like red around? They grow this in a way so the sun hits all sides of it and it gets like perfectly blushed all the way around. If you were to get this in Florida, it would not be perfectly red. It'd be like mostly like orange. They actually will like put like an individual net around it on the branch, so when it gets perfectly ripe, it actually falls into the net and they go and they collect it from that. It has like a light mango smell. It's very sweet, but you know, you can't really tell too much until you cut it open. Ooh. Yeah, this feels so wrong, yet so right, just to cut into this. It's like juicy. You can see like the knife is already just like covered in juice, just from like slicing it. It's got like a perfect uniform color on the inside, very like juicy looking. And these are not just like picked ripe off the tree with the basket and everything. They also will use different kinds of technology to judge like how perfect it is. So they'll like weigh it to see like how dense it is, and they'll put I think it's called like a refractometer in there, so they can see like how sweet it is on the inside. I'm sure there's a much better way of doing this, but I'm not sure what that is, so I'm just gonna do it like this. Look at it, it's just like beautiful. Super juicy, very like shiny, good color. These are chosen because they're not supposed to have like a whole lot of fiber to them. But let's give it a shot. Wow. That is the best mango I've ever had, and I've had a lot. The flavor is super, super sweet. There's not a whole lot of sourness to it, maybe like a 1 or a 2 out of 10. The sweetness is like sugar. It's like, out of like 1 to 10, where 10 is a sugar cube, this is like a 9, maybe a 10. Like, this is like eating candy. And it's not fibrous, like hardly at all. It's got a nice, like, juicy texture to it. It tastes similar to the Australian mango, which is kind of like a tropical flavor, like bananas and coconut. And Australian mangoes were my favorite mango up until now. I mean, this maybe has a similar taste, but just like how it's treated and like how they selected it is just like the top level of like Australian mangoes. Is kind of like what it tastes like. Like eating like a pina colada. Is it worth $80? No. No fruit should be costing that much money. Unless they put like a jewel on the inside somehow. I say that's absurd. But it is still very, very good. I would spend like $20 on one of these. Maybe $25. $80, absolutely not. But if you're dealing with, I can understand why people do to give it as a gift, because this is definitely something that's very special, and it's not something I could see just showing up at a grocery store for like $2. Like, that's not going to happen. It is really remarkably good. Yeah, by far the best mango I've ever had. Hey guys, do you want to see the next video right now? Well, you can. Just go to my Patreon page. Just for $1, you can see next week's episode 1 week early. There's also a whole bunch of other bonuses you can get, like exclusive content, getting weird stuff in the mail, and all sorts of fun stuff like that. And this really does help me out. All the money that I make goes towards producing these videos. So all the traveling that I do, all the fruit that I buy, all the equipment that I need, you know, that is all Patreon money. So without that help, this series would not be possible. So if you want to help me out, if you want to get some cool stuff, just click on that link, click on this video, and you can learn more. Thanks so much.